Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again in this YouTube astrological segment. I'm going to be talking about the April 23rd, 2024 full moon in Scorpio. Now, the full moon could manifest in an exceptional, unrestrained, uninhibited unleashing of the emotions. Now, being in Scorpio, these emotions can be very intense, powerful, convoluted, and turbulent. It may be a powerful outburst due to being controlled by someone. Someone may be tired, full, so to speak, exasperated, being controlled, manipulated by another person. It may be, this could also, these emotions, the outpouring of them may also be attributed to dealing with somebody that has been manipulative and really sneaky and surreptitious in some cases, going behind someone's back, manipulating things, behind the scenes, so to speak. Um, it can also be, as far as this full moon in Scorpio transit, it can impact all collectively, but especially those that have a Scorpio or Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. Now, Scorpio, of course, because it's going to be in their sign, in the zodiac sign Cancer, naturally, because the moon governs Cancer. And Cancer, the zodiac sign Cancer, is simply impacted strongly by all transits and phases of the moon. And this may very well play a role in why the zodiac sign Cancer can be very fickle, moody, and temperamental. For Scorpio, if it conjuncts their sun, moon, or ascendant, it can be really amplified and intensified in terms of its impact. Now, there also, on a full moon, can be greater propensity for accidents, and there may, could be more, incidents associated with road rage due to vengeful behavior. It could be being overly obsessed or fixated, trying to get to one's destination. People may be trying to exhibit, or show their power, on the road, so to speak. I don't believe accidents are limited to vehicle-related ones on this day. And as far as more accidents, I should say, you have accidents every day, but I'd say, on a full moon, it can be more prevalent, or their accidents can be more prominent, I would say, on the full moon, more so than many other days. And also, as far as, non-vehicle accidents, could be, ones that are associated with Scorpio, such as, being stuck in a garbage compactor. Scorpio is associated with trash and refuse. Also, it could be, something with the recycling machine. People dealing with trash or refuge machinery, may need to take, extra caution at this time more so than usual. And also, too, when we're talking about, full moons in astrology, they can reflect completions and culminations, endings of things. Being in Scorpio, it could be over, some matter associated with support or, power or control over something. It may even involve bullying or coercion if this is in the fifth house. If you have a child, it could be the ending. Say if a child was being bullied or coerced somehow in their school, this may be a time where it actually, comes to an end. Now, intimate relationships, ending may be more prevalent at this time, more so than usual. More people may decide, say, to end a shared resources situation, which includes, business partnerships. A transformation, may be complete. Say if this is in the first house, it could be, or even the sixth house, it may be one of a physical nature. Sixth house could also be one connected, with something associated with one's diet and nutrition. A mystery may come to an end and be revealed at this time. And, more details, regarding, one's death may be unveiled and revealed this time. Say if you're somebody in some, you're waiting on some results, from a coroner or whatever, the people that examine, the bodies, those, I don't know if it's a medical examiner, but the coroner or whoever, examines, the bodies, were even seeing, what was the cause of death. These are things, or a toxicology result. Those are things that might be revealed and unveiled at this time as some examples. Now, another thing too, now in some instances, you could look at this, where, Scorpio related career, may reach some kind of ending or conclusion or culmination. Say, some examples, it could be something with embalming, billing and coding, insurance, tax examinations, surgery, investigations, forensics, coroner work. Working as a mortician, funeral director, locksmithing, something with psychology, or even recycling as some examples. And could even be something with the occult, which includes astrology. Now, could also be, when you're talking about full moons in astrology, they can manifest in revelations and unveilings. And, being in Scorpio, again, as I was reiterating what I was saying before about regarding a death, it could be a murder. Someone may receive, the forensics or toxicology results. It could be a secret that may have been hidden for some prolonged or protracted time finally comes out. Something that had been going on surreptitiously, comes out, or a stalker or someone with obsessive tendencies may be exposed. Could be something in some cases regarding, an insurance matter, inheritance, or will, and maybe even just having a general, self-revelation of one's legacy at this time that he or she may want to leave behind. It could also be, when you're talking about full moons in astrology, it could also reflect a time, when somebody becomes exceptionally, tired, full, or exasperated at something. With this being in Scorpio, it may be over someone, that has been downright manipulative, exceptionally jealous, or even vengeful or vindictive. A person may simply have had enough, again, going to surreptitious behavior, and maybe a time where many have had enough of someone having some kind of power or control over something in one's life. Now, say if it falls in one's second house, it could be over a monetary situation. Now, in the third house, it could be, something regarding, short journeys and one's communications. And it's also it's important to look at the house this falls in, as this could impact its delineation, interpretation, how it may affect you. Now, for me, this is going to fall in my sixth house in my chart. Now, this could manifest in a number of ways. One way this may be expressed, it could be the revelation or unveiling of a Scorpio health-related issue. It could be something with the colon, the prostate, the bladder, or the urinary tract. It could be the ending, maybe, of being overly obsessed with what I do in the daily routine. Now, given that this is a regular full moon in contrast to like a lunar eclipse or supermoon, this is something where, it may not be overly serious. As far as a health-related issue, if somebody else has this in their sixth house, for example, it likely would be inclined to not be overly, serious issue, health-wise. Now, another thing too, it's also important to look at the aspects this makes to points to one's chart, as this again could impact, its delineation, its interpretation, how it may affect you. And this full moon in Scorpio is going to make a trine to my natal Mercury in Cancer. Now, by itself, that transit aspect could manifest in just being easily able to verbalize my emotions and feelings. And then with Mercury in Cancer, I may easily be able to extemporize in speech feelings that could be very deep and passionate, which is the moon in Scorpio, and also those, powerful and intense emotions as well. And I really hope this isn't feelings of vengeance, and I doubt it, since we're talking about, a trine aspect, which of course is more, auspicious and positive. And with the moon being in the sixth house, it may be also something connected, with my daily routine and what I do work-wise. Anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment. Until next time, Edwin Learnard saying, stay well.